I was a kid today and I grew up in the house I grew up in, you better believe I went at school, like, we live in a tiny home, so... And they'd be like, your tiny home's a trailer.
You poor...
Really expensive tiny homes are often made from those shipping containers, you know? I'm like, that's a trailer. They took my poor person home and rebranded it. Now they sell it to the rich. Shh. Hi, I'm Trixie Mattel.
And I'm Katya.
And we are two queens who like to watch.
Then today, we have the very distinct pleasure of watching an incredible holiday film, Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square, directed by the incomparable Debbie Allen.
Christmas on the Square, Christmas on the Square.
Do you do Christmas in the circle? No. On the square.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the Debbie Allen. Oh, and spoiler alert, if you haven't figured out, we actually watched the show on this show where we watched the show. So don't ruin it for yourselves. So we have Dolly Parton portraying a person in between living situations, but I'm sure she's gonna do it very flawlessly. And we have other gay icon, Christine Baranski, playing sort of a Scrooge McDuck character who wants to evict people around Christmas.
Get out of here.
I love Christine Baranski.
Me too.
Icon. Oh my God, let me get my Dolly Parton heartstrings tissues just in case something happens.
Let me get mine. I'm gonna get mine too, hold on.
Got it.
Me too.
Dolly Parton sent me these after the heartstrings episode, and they're tissues that say Dolly things that says, when I'm feeling a little low, I put on my high heels.
I think that's so beautiful.
And look, I got my Dolly Parton doll for this moment.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she doesn't look exactly like her, but it's pretty good, right?
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Love and compassion.
Oh my God.
And receive.
I love Dolly. I mean, she looks great.
I'm obsessed.
Gotta get out of this town. There's no reason to wait around.
Gotta get out of this town. Santa's coming around.
We are watching a Christmas musical film.
Absolutely.
Christmas lights and snowball fights. There's a Duffy
Oh,
River.
my eye!
Friends and neighbors, love and capers. Christmas on the Square.
This town is being sold, so let's avoid disaster. It's in my jurisdiction to hand you this eviction. You'll also get a...
Oh, she's serving evictions to the entire town right before Christmas. You better work, bitch. I know that's evil.
Serious,
but it's also very chic.
Juicy, energetic.
Of what will be the biggest mall in Middle America.
It's very small town vibes. The malls are evil.
Malls.
Because they killed the small businesses.
They killed mom and pop. Yeah.
Change?
Christmas on the
Me.
Square.
Give credit where it's due. Dolly's in her 70s, I believe.
74, I think. Yeah.
I'm 31 and I literally look like a dead person. So she's doing good.
I'm guessing right now that Dolly Parton is an angle.
Oh God, she is gonna be an angle, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's gonna be an angle and later on she's gonna save somebody in the town. So she's pretending to be a homeless person who's pretending to be a homeless person.
It's a test. She's testing the town. Gay. Gay. This is fucking gay.
Oh, they're doing this.
Christmas is the time for beauty.
Regina's childhood best friend, the incredible show-stopping Miss Jennifer Lewis.
Even though we're friends who have grown up here together, it's time for that change.
Regina, I'm the only friend you got and you never even told me?
Ooh, she's such a... bless her heart.
Dolly Parton's great because it's the only place in the world, a Dolly Parton thing, is where you can find zealous homophobes and the gayest people alive holding hands singing.
Utopian fantasy.
Even with a show like this where they're not gonna even say the word bitch. I'll say it, bitch.
Jennifer Lewis comes to do Regina's hair, and we find out the ins and outs of her relationship with Carl.
You don't give them the eviction notice and then say, can you cut bangs? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You wanna get the hair done and then tip them with the eviction notice.
Classic white lady behavior.
Gonna break that man's heart all over again.
Oh, please.
What hair do you think is under there? She's gonna pull that towel off. What do you think? A black, aggressive mullet?
I think it's just a fully shaved, it's a shaved head to the skin.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
But words and deeds can slay.
Hey, yo!
You just grumble and scoff.
I don't need exfoliant for this face-off.
You gotta know.
We find ourselves in all different places in life. Sometimes you find yourself trying to run from your hometown and run from your problems and put everyone out of their house and home in the process, and then losing your way a little bit.
I do find this relatable though, because nothing in life more than hardship calls for passionate singing for resolution. Don't you find that?
Well, some people hate musical theater because they will never get past the fact that people break into song. Do you know what I mean? Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
When you go see a musical and they start singing, are you like,
Well, see, that's
That's
the
not
problem.
realistic.
I don't go see them. I don't go because I know that's gonna happen. I go.
okay, so Regina figures out that Pastor Christian, which
What
is
was his name again? What was his name
Pastor
again?
Christian. Pastor Christian. And they're about to have like an anti-Regina meeting, and Regina finds out about it.
Pastor Evan G. Ellical.
Greed ahead of their fellow man will trudge a rocky road ahead.
Note to self, buy more comfortable shoes.
Just a bitch.
So Regina's going to visit her old lover, Carl, but he gets mad because she's evicting him. Nothing says I'm over it like a full eviction.
Oh yeah. Treat Williams, legendary Hollywood star.
Mama, you're looking like a real treat. I'm a thick, woke treat.
Regina.
I want her to be like, it's been a while, and it's Regina now. And then slam her bag down on the counter. I go by Regina.
You know how many unanswered letters I sent to you?
Letter?
100% me. I'm like, I wrote you for 2 years. The guy's like, we met twice. I'm like, oh.
Is that my dad's lamp?
Yeah, I bought a lot of his old stuff over the
Is that a Yankee candle he work in?
Business magazine.
Oh, it looks like an antique store.
Here,
I love antique
Until the deal with
stores.
him. This isn't even a general store anymore. It's a secondhand shop filled with broken dolls and broken dreams.
Somebody came to my house, they go, you need to get out of here. This isn't even a condo anymore. It's just old Barbie dolls and pea jars next to the bed.
It's just a cemetery filled with cat shit. Literally glowing.
And by the way, Dolly Parton in rags
Sparkling.
still so glam.
I am so into it.
Oh, I'm going to get change out of you, one way or the other.
Oh, I get it. She's asking for change, personal change.
Yeah.
She's begging for change within.
Dr. Marshall, I'm so sorry.
Perhaps you'd like to drop by my office. I don't think it's proper to have
The
a
doctor is worried about a shadow on her brain scan. Brush with death. She's gonna find out the true meaning of life.
Reading. She said, if you don't give me $1, I'm gonna give you brain cancer. Guess what Dolly's angel name is?
Paula.
Her name is Angel. Angel the Angle. Angel the Angle.
So Pastor Christian and Angel.
And by that logic, Christy Baranski's character name should be like Rich Bitch.
Felicity, can you flip the switch in the power box?
You need some light.
What are you
Skinny! Floating! So skinny!
So skinny.
Everybody needs an angel.
I do have a brain tumor.
Everybody
I don't even need Dolly to be floating. If I saw her, I would say, I have a brain tumor.
What do you want from me?
change.
I want 75 cents.
For a $50 bill.
I need a roll of quarters. I got 2 loads down the street at the laundry.
If we put our heads together, we can
Take it off, baby.
to defeat Regina.
I would f that priest.
Maybe we'll singe her hair, or we'll trap her like a bear.
Maybe we'll just rough her up a little.
Wicked witch of the middle, she steals our homes and victuals. Acts big, makes us feel little.
So the townspeople are displaying a wonderful mob mentality and highlighting the hypocrisy of church-going folk.
I mean, religious people saying that they want to identify someone they don't like and string them up. This isn't necessarily a fantasy anymore.
Those people don't want to see your face.
They're gonna burn you at the stake.
Tacky.
Oh, those shoes are fierce.
I wonder if booze is good for brain tumors.
Me. A brain tumor? Well, yeah, we'll switch to gin.
Clear alcohol only.
Whiskey?
Aren't you a little young to be bartending?
My name's Violet, and I'm old enough to accept tips.
Fierce.
Oh, good heavens. Yes, they are. What exactly are you doing? Riddle this morning.
Plot twist, Regina's assistant is actually an angel in training under the mentorship of Dolly Parton.
Is to
Incredible.
teach you.
She's not a full angle.
She's a right
She's an
angle.
acute angle.
Regina, I am always here for you.
Of course you are. That's what I pay you for.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm not unlike her as a
I
boss.
was just gonna say that.
I'm not.
Now get me my coffee.
That is
Me,
so
girl.
you.
Me, but it's
That
not
is so
coffee.
you.
It's a
Yeah.
green goddess juice. I'm like,
Regina, I'm just
Felicity, if you want a friend, get a dog.
Fair point.
girl, that is me when somebody on Grindr is like, no, but I'm not interested in having sex or anything, but like, we could hang out. I said, Mama, let me get something very clear to you right now. I'm not here to make friends. I guess what I'm saying is
You're a monster.
people are prickly, and our friend Christine Bransky here needs to lighten up a little bit.
Everybody needs an angel. Everybody needs a friend.
Everybody needs an angel.
Did you just take your pants off? Well, I thought you stood up and pulled pants down and sat back down. I say you better work.
Oh, no, not again.
Brain tumor or not, I still haven't gotten my change yet.
For an angel, she's not very compassionate. She's like, I don't care if you have a brain tumor. I'm looking for you to become a slightly better person. Okay, so we're gonna find out exactly what happened to Regina. And it was around high school, it was around her school dance, and she had a pregnancy and had the baby snatched away. So that's what all this trauma is about.
It's also where I went to my first and only dance.
She was in Fame.
Well, funny you mention it because the woman who directed this choreographed Fame, the musical.
Oh my God, Debbie Allen.
Debbie Allen.
Wow.
Fierce. Not to be gay, but I go to dance concerts for the women.
I was stunned.
It's a misunderstanding.
He's showing her the ring
that he's
yes.
gonna propose to her with. And she's like, oh my God, I love it, congratulations.
Teenagers jump to conclusions, hormones, you know.
When my father found out that I was going to have a baby, he was devastated. And by the time I had the baby, the father had moved on to another girl and another town.
Daddy, please don't take my baby.
Regina, I'm doing what's best.
This reminds me of when I went to one of those haunted houses that's put on by churches.
Oh no, it's just abortion
This
in
is
house.
exactly what that is. I love Christians in small towns because you can't have the baby, but if you're gonna have it, it has to be a bartender. Okay, I gotta update you. Stop, I gotta update you on the child bartender. Now we're not gonna laugh, it's very sad, but you guessed it, the young bartender, the precocious young girl, was hit by a car.
We were on our way to the cemetery so she could leave flowers on her mother's grave like every Christmas.
Wow, is that her blood? That's a lot of blood.
My baby girl.
Who hit her with the car? That's what I wanna know. Regina's car has blood all over the hood, she's trying to wipe it off. I can't believe who's done this.
I do believe in you, and I'm asking you. I am begging you.
I love when Christians call up the big guy
I
upstairs.
don't care about my...
Was it George Foreman?
I'm so country, I'm like, my unemployed uncle who lives in my bedroom. By the way, I love that these adults are like, if she dies, who's gonna make our drinks?
How will I pour myself a whiskey neat?
Need to swoop down when an angel knows your dreams. We know how to make them come true.
That kid is so cute. I would never luck out like that. My kid would never be that cute.
I know, I want to give birth to a precocious bartender.
The kid would be like, I think I'm pulling through. I'd be like, we lost her too soon. Oh no. The kid's like, I'm fine. I'm like, shh, don't bite it. It's funny that like different levels of cheese hit different to different types of people. Someone's scrapbooking mom is gonna fucking be inconsolable from this. She's gonna be cutting up paper like, like just fucking wrecked. If I was a parent and it was Christmas time, I'd be like, now this is a really important Christmas movie, okay? This is Die Hard. And if you pause it right here when Bruce Willis is naked, look, I know.
Well, I found something inside. It's my father's family Bible. Our family Bible. It has the history of our family. And it's written in a Bible, so it must be true.
Oh, gag.
Wow. I'm gonna stop you right there.
And then we had our first Christmas miracle. I was that baby.
I'm baby.
I'm baby.
And tonight,
I'm baby.
on the holiest of nights, I had the pleasure of meeting my
Amen.
birth
I'm
mother.
baby.
Please welcome my mother, Regina Fuller.
Wow.
Regina.
Regina.
It's Regina.
They pan left and you've entered the town and you're literally in red, nasty lingerie. And it's like, and they're like, what? Who let that in? And you're like, and I'm her dad. Whoa. This movie makes me think believing in God could be a little fun. Like a fun little weekend. Dolly should make tree toppers of Dolly with wings, because people would pop off.
You are a shining star, and one of these days you'll be running this town.
And pour me a drink.
Bring it home, Dolly.
Christmas is a time for angels.
Okay, turns out becoming an angel, very worth it, because the fashions, they look great.
That dress is so cute.
Well, to be honest, I love Christmas, but my boyfriend's Jewish, and I get better Hanukkah presents.
8 of them.
You get presents every day. It's amazing. Well, this show had everything. Rich people,
Precocious bartenders getting hit by cars.
antiques,
Trapdoor lampposts. Secret babies.
a midnight mass with an earnest proclamation that I'm baby. This movie has Jennifer Lewis, Christine Baranski, the hot guy from AJ and the Queen.
Economic justice.
And on top of everything, this movie has Dolly Parton.
So go ahead and check out Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square on Netflix.
Don't forget to shine your light.